I am so ready to talk about this hotly debated topic of what is a collector as per Roham, as per the card industry, as per the Top Shot community. What defines you as a collector? Let's get straight to the intro so we can really talk the talk. Okay, so as you may or may not know, there has been rumors floating around, which Top Shot sent out some announcements saying there are rumors, don't believe them, but then they also rumor things. I don't know what to believe. I'm just sitting here living my best life and not getting any packs. But there have been rumors regarding packs saying with legendary packs or rare packs, there may be some hoops to jump through, no pun intended, when qualifying for these packs. And one of the hoops in which you would have to hypothetically jump through is proving that you are a true collector. Now, if you ask me what a true collector is, I would look you dead in the eye and say, have you never watched Pokemon? Man, Ash Ketchum's the fucking GOAT. But when it comes to Top Shot, shit's a little different, right? Because people don't know what a true collector is. The only precedent that has been set as to what a collector is was that one pack where you had to own 3 moments, and we saw the floor absolutely rise because nobody wanted these crummy 35Ks. And then they surpassed the price of like the 15,000 LEs because you had to have 3 moments in your collection. They were all selling out. People were just pumping them up because they knew people had a high demand for them. So that's the only precedent that was set, was that you needed 3 moments. Does that define what a true collector is? The fact that they're coming out and saying that it's going to be a higher bar to clear leads me to believe that that 3 moment rule, that 3 moment threshold, is not what they deem a true collector. There's also rumors saying, oh, to be a true collector, you need to have completed a challenge, completed a set, whatever it's called. To me, and this is completely biasedly unbiased because I haven't done a collection or a set or a challenge, but from my point of view, if you are a true collector, say you're a Kings fan, for whatever reason you've put yourself through that misery of becoming a Kings fan, right? And your goal in Top Shot is to own every Kings player, every Kings moment, yada, yada, yada. You want Harrison Barnes. You want Tyrese Halliburton. You want Corey Joseph for whatever reason. You want DeLon Wright because he just got traded. You want Harry Giles. You want all these guys who have had or are currently on the Sacramento King. You're not concerned with a Golden State Warriors player. You're not concerned with a Celtics player. You're not concerned with a Pelicans player. All you want to do is collect every single Kings player you can get. Say your collection is 5,000 moments deep. You have 5,000 Kings moments, but you haven't completed a challenge because there are no Kings challenges. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Buddy Hield has had a challenge reward, but let's say for the sake of argument, the Kings have had no moments, no players that have been part of a challenge reward. Are they going to tell you you're not a true collector because you didn't complete some arbitrary challenge for Nikola Jokic that costs like $500 when the EV is like a $350 loss? Are they going to tell you your 5,000 collection moment isn't good enough? In my opinion, that's not only a bad way to go about it because it can ostracize some people who are here for the true meaning of what Top Shot is. Like Top Shot wasn't created to print people money, right? Businesses don't stay in business by just making people money and having everybody become rich. That's why casinos are thriving, is because people dump their money in there, they lose all their money, and they keep going back for more to hopefully regain that money. I know Top Shot isn't the same way because the money isn't necessarily coming directly out of their pocket, but you know what I mean, right? Like Top Shot wasn't created as a way for people to become rich. It was created in a way to kind of make up for what the card industry lacks in terms of having things be graded and things deteriorating over time, not because of market value, but the value intrinsically of like the quality of the card. In my opinion, that would be like the draw for people who are heavily involved in the card industry going into NFTs, going into NBA Top Shot, right? So by saying, hey, you're a diehard Kings fan, you own every single Halliburton, every single Harrison Barnes, every single Buddy Hield, every single Rashawn Holmes, you own all these moments, but since you haven't completed a random challenge that you're going to lose money on, you're not a real collector and you can't open a pack. That seems like muddy waters, and it seems like they'd be walking on thin ice with what I would deem like a true collector to be, a Celtics fan owning every Celtics moment and stuff like that, or just collecting players that they like. So, from my point of view, what I would deem a true collector, and I have no swing on this, right? I'm not even a fucking influencer. I don't get any packs. I don't get any respect. I don't get anything like that. I'm not in with the creators of Top Shot or anything like that. If it was me running things, and this is completely opinion based, and how I would rank the potential and the rumored hoops to jump through in terms of feasibility, reasonability, and sensibility, I would say the number one and probably most fair and best way to do this is deeming if you're a collector or not based on the money you have spent in the market. Now, you may say, oh, what if you don't have $1,000 to spend on moments? What if you have $2,000 to spend on moments? If you don't have $1,000 to spend on moments, you're probably not going to have $1,000 to spend on the pack. And if you do have $1,000 to spend on the pack, that just further proves the point of Top Shot saying they don't want people who are here for just packs. So if you have $1,000 to spend on the pack, They want to incentivize you to use that $1,000 in the market instead and become a true collector. You can come back with the argument that, oh, but in the pack, you can get like 10 moments. And then I can hypothetically get a moment that I want in that pack along with 9 other moments that I don't care about that can flip into other moments I like. And I get that argument. I totally do. But from their point of view, it looks like they're trying to motivate people to not be here for just quick flips, not here for just the pack, make their 5x on the pack, dip, wait for the next pack drop, use that money that they got on the first pack drop, buy another pack, keep accruing wealth, and then withdraw and just be done with the platform once they hit their goal. So that's why I think a threshold of like 500 or 1,000 or 2,000, whatever the case may be, I'm sure they have like analytics backing how much the average person has spent in the market. Using that to determine who a true collector is, I think may be, in my opinion, the most equitable and fair way to do things. Number two would be the amount of moments you own. We saw them already utilize that strategy earlier with 3 moments. If they bumped it up to like 10 or 15, I think that'll be very good for the Top Shot market. Not only rising the floor, but people are like, okay, well, I have to collect moments anyways. Might as well just collect like 10 or 15 of guys I like, or get like 12 guys that they don't care about and then 3 guys that they actually like. It would actually intrigue people to use the market rather than just use the market to sell rather than buy as well. So having people buy 15 moments per account or just like 10 moments per account, maybe even 5 moments per account. And there's 400,000 accounts. 5 moments times 400,000, that's 2 million purchases off the market. Sure, it may all happen in one day, but a rising tide floats all boats, whatever that saying is. It would help instill a feeling of being like a true collector, which is what this platform was centered around. I think number three, I'm not sure how realistic or practical this is, but maybe looking at the average hold time of a moment in your account is, they can obviously see, oh, this guy only holds moments for one day. And the moments that he holds are from packs. So he opens a pack, he sells them. He doesn't hold anything in his account until the next pack. Oh, you need 3 moments. He buys 3 moments. Once the pack is dropped and he doesn't get the pack, he sells those 3 moments. Or once the pack is dropped, he sells the 3 moments plus whatever got in the pack. By looking at it that way, it kind of weeds out day traders, which again wouldn't be great because some people definitely want to be here for the quick buck, not realizing that you actually have to pay taxes on all flips, no matter if they're short term or long term. And the short term tax rate is extremely high, at least in the US it is. So it's not really beneficial to you to make 1 day flips or 1 hour flips. Like $5 flips in reality, post tax could be like $2 net. So not knocking you if that's your strategy. But in doing this, it further incentivizes a long term outlook, which I'm personally here for. A lot of people are here for. And I'm not trying to like say everybody has to have that mindset, but it will help the platform in the long run if people aren't here just making quick flips, taking losses, and just abandoning the site because they're not seeing gains right away. And it also helps weed out the people who are here just for packs, because a lot of people who open packs sell right off the bat. They don't care about holding for 2 months and then seeing if the price appreciates. They came here for the quick flip. That's why they went for the pack originally. So I think that should be number three in the hierarchy. And then I think number four would be completing a set. As I said before, maybe biased because I haven't completed a set, but at the same time, there haven't been any sets that intrigued me. And the ones that did were not in my price range. Like that Terry Rozier dunk on Kevin Durant, I would have done it if I had a lot of money, a lot more than I currently have. But I didn't do it because I didn't have that money. And now I see him on the market and he's at a price that's affordable to me. And again, I'm still not buying it because I think there's other moments priced at better prices that I'd rather have rather than a one-off Terry Rozier dunk. So I do think the fact that the rewards are limited to just one reward, like you can't complete a challenge and then there's like 5 moments you can pick for. I think that would definitely be a lot cooler. Maybe if they split it up by division, like if one of the rewards you can pick 1 moment from either a Celtics player, Raptors player, whatever, from like the Atlantic division, that would be a lot cooler than just being like, okay, you only get a John Collins moment or you only get a Marcus Smart moment. If there was a collection where it's like, okay, you can choose from an Anunoby, you can choose from an Aaron Nesmith. They have 1 moment per team. I think that would be a lot better. And that would then make it higher up in the list of fairness, I guess, for a hoop to jump through, because it isn't forcing you to have a moment reward that you don't really care about. Like the Jamal Murray reward, I think it was like a hollow reward or a legendary reward. If you're not a Nuggets fan or a Kentucky fan or a fan of Jamal Murray, are you really going out and trying to lose money to acquire that moment? Probably not. So that's just my whole take on things. Let me know what you guys think in terms of, one, what you think the actual bar to clear will be, and number two, what you think the fairest measure of being a true collector is. It can be two separate things. I personally think it could be the challenge. People have to complete a challenge to be able to qualify. But I think the fairest way is looking at how much money you've spent in the market. So everybody's entitled to their own opinions. We got to wait and see to see what the team ends up deciding for this. But just putting my opinion out there and what I think is going to happen and what I think is most fair doesn't hurt anybody. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. But that's it for right now. So we'll catch you guys sometime soon. Peace.
foolies glad I'm home. Even my haters kinda glad I'm on. Rest in peace to my vagabond. Rapper, song, singer, suspended, subpoena.